Hi there. So this is one of two models that I have to represent the eye. We have one from the outside and then this eyeball cut in half for the inside. This, first we'll start off with the white foam ball representing the sclera, so the white part of the eye. And then you have a plastic googly eye cover for the cornea to show that it is a clear and transparent part of the eye. Underneath of that you have blue contact paper that's a smooth feeling for the iris, and then felt on the inside that is black for the pupil. And then we have on the outside as well the extraocular muscles. So we have the superior rectus and the superior oblique up here, and then we have, using a wooden dowel, the representation of the bone that I will probably pronounce incorrectly, the trochlea, that is represented here. And then we have the medial rectus, the lateral rectus, and then at the bottom we have the inferior rectus and then the inferior oblique. These are made with rubber bands just to show that the muscles have tension to them, that they are attached in the back. I have them currently attached to the back of the eyeball, but I would explain that they are attached to the bone all the way behind the eye, and that the tension in the rubber bands represents the tension in the eye that allows for the eye movement. And it's on a wooden dowel so that if a child were to move the rubber band, the eyeball moves with it as well. And then in the back we do have the optic nerve back here with some pipe cleaners to show that it is a bundle, so that they can feel that there is more than one nerve flowing from the eye to the brain. So that is the front view of the eye. So taking that eye and cutting it in half, we have, so taking the eyeball, still represented up on the front, we have the cornea. Here, same material, same everything, but what I did when putting this on here was left a space in between to allow a child to tactily feel that there is a chamber in between the cornea and then the iris and the pupil, the aqueous chamber or the aqueous cavity that is filled with the aqueous humor. And then right behind that we have the lens, which I used Model Magic to have a little bit of texture to it, and being that it's foam, to help explain that, so when a child is touching this they can feel that it moves, and being able to explain that the lens does change its size based on light. So, and then in the middle here for the vitreous we have glitter putty, so it's a jelly-like consistency, which, you know, allows them to get a feel of how this will help shape the eye. On the outside it's a little difficult to see, but we have a rim of hot glue to represent the carotid. And I used hot glue to give a distinct difference from the retina. So right on the inside, this black is felt, so it gives a very distinct difference between the retina, and the carotid. And then in the back we have the macula. This is made with puffy paint to allow for the concave shape, you know, and explaining that this is for visual acuity, and that this, the lens, everything goes through and passes all the way to the back of the eye and the macula. And then we've got the blind spot represented by a little ball of aluminum foil, which is also the optic nerve head. And then it attaches directly to the optic nerve, which is the same material as the previous optic nerve, showing that it is a bundle leading back to the brain. So this is the inside model of the eye, and here we have the front view of the eye.